My past wouldn't let go, and now my present is pain. My past is my past, even though I have great memories of it. My future is what I long to be with.
But seeing them together now, my sister and her daughter, it's amazing how close they still remain. No birth could ever sever that connection. Their affection is infectious, and I just can't help but feel the same.
Let's go. Come here, Francisco.
Ignorance was to blame for 2 lives being cut short. Life must have felt having to carry such a heavy burden. Imprisoned by guilt. I can't seem to find the words to just say how I feel. The pain is ever growing. Since they put you on that hill.
I'll dedicate my kiss to you. When you don't have to question or wake up to it sitting across the bed holding a letter of regret, I dedicate my favorite song to the wind that maybe it'll finally blow my tune and find me in those moments to get lost in.
Stuff that he says like about his needs or about like the world and like it's hard to lay out for his needs.
My man Victor right here. I'm gonna shake your hand. That's a strong handshake.
I will live in a harbor from which I love you. The solitude appears in my dreams inside of me. And between the sea and sadness, sounds the lyrics between 2 motionless on the leaves.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's a cricket, yo. Don't pass out, girl. Oh, that's Benjamin. Cold party, y'all.
Detectives are searching, but I stay enlisted. I got heads dripping. I'm breaking libras, ceramics ripping. Shh. You.
The road that is wrestling always ends in tears. Pride only takes second.
Some people might never see my face, but I pray to God that they hear these words. It's a shame when people forsake their place in history. You see, all of our history is a bit of a mystery. How can people go from being free to being slaves, from equality to being placed back inside of a cage? Is someone turning back a page of history? Perhaps we're doing it to ourselves. We've forgotten how to live, so we put all of our dreams up on the shelves.
What we're doing tonight isn't for us, right? And when I say for us, like, we didn't come out here to show ourselves off in any way, shape, or form. We're all one and the same. Like, poetry is this. Let me tell you what my definition of poetry is. Poetry is interaction. Because anytime you exchange some type of conversation with somebody, you're rapping, right? You're talking. Poetry's words. So for one person to think like, hey, I can't do it, if you thought, you're a poet. And that's all that is. And what's going on in here right now is something that, you know, everybody should be seeing. It's community. If you could get up and just express your heart, that's all you're doing, right? And it's the hardest thing in the world to sit in a room just full of strangers, you know, and just like express like this feeling that you have or this thought or idea that's on a piece of paper in your mind for them to catch on. Anytime you take a stage and do something, you know, you're doing a lot, you know, for somebody else, because it just takes one person to be influenced positively. That's all it takes. That's all it takes. I mean, it could be just, we were talking about it earlier, it could have just been us in this room, you know, just the 3 of us, and we would have challenged each other to do something, you know, and if you could leave a situation, leave an environment and be challenged, your work is done, so.